So hi everyone, I just wanted to make this video. I've got a busy day ahead, so I'm quickly just gonna do this video, and it's probably going to be named "You Are Not the Character." Now, what I've seen, and I'm going to try and explain this as simply as I can. So what it's like is, so I started off doing this to not only help myself but help family and friends to see that they're not this character with all the troubles and all their illnesses and anything like that. But how I see it to explain it to you is, so say one of my favourite actors is Anthony Hopkins, right? So say you're on a film set and Anthony Hopkins comes over to you dressed as Hannibal Lecter, and he says, "Colette, I need you to help me with to stop eating people." We need to look at why I eat people. Now I'd look at him and say, Anthony, you're not the character of Hannibal Lecter, so you wouldn't even go into that character, would you? Would you say, well, let's look when you first started getting desire to eat people? Well, you think, no, he's not the character. So we'd say, first thing, Anthony, you are not Hannibal Lecter, so forget that character. Forget what he does or what he thinks he does. You're not that. And you'd point him clearly to who he really is. So I'm using this as a metaphor. So you point them to who they really are, who you really are. So you have to see first person that you are the effortless being. To be able to point them to who they really are is the effortless being. So no matter what character turns up, so it could be, as David Bingham says, Dirty Harry or Hannibal Lecter, you wouldn't go into the characters of what they did and not do to help them. You just say, you're not that. You are this. You are Anthony Hopkins. You are Clint Eastwood. So you do this with anyone else except they're coming up as, say, for me, the character of Colette. You're not Colette, really. You're the infinite being. And everything that was associated with the character of Colette, with the character of Hannibal Lecter, doesn't exist. So you'd let them talk to you about that character, but then you wouldn't discuss it because you'd just point clearly from your standpoint of who you know you are and who they know they are, but they forgot. That's it. So you don't have to speak to all these different people, family, friends, clients differently. You just have to know that that's the character they're believing they are, but they're not. And then it's like, when I had the asthma, when I saw I didn't, do you think I still went to the asthma clinic? Well, no, I didn't. Why would I? I'm not an asthmatic. Why would I go to an asthma clinic when I've seen clearly I am not an asthmatic? It would just be madness. So once you see the character, whatever addictions have gone along with that you know you no longer have, well, would you go for therapy? So when you see this and say you are a coach, your clients will only come to you while they think they're the character. Once they see they're not the character, there's no longer need to come to you because there's nothing wrong with the infinite being. So I'm sorry for me, phone's a bit wobbly today. I've not got my stand in here. Mark's busy in the other room, so I didn't want any noise. So that's it. You are not the character that you've been playing all your life, and neither is anyone else. And if they're showing up to you as, oh, here's miserable Gaynor. Sorry if anyone's called Gaynor, you're not miserable. I don't know why that name came to me, but it's just an example. That's your belief that's showing up to you about them. And that's just an invitation for you to believe that they're miserable. You know who they really are, so you'll start seeing people as the infinite, loving, joyful being. Now do this and see what happens. Because when I first saw this, started right. They're showing up to me as miserable, but I know that's just the character they're playing. And I don't have to accept that invitation. I'm the infinite being, and I know they are. I'm going to see them as the joyful, infinite being. And so can you. So, yeah, that's it today from this wobbly video, although it might not show wobbly to you. Okay, bye.